Well, good afternoon, folks. Well, it's afternoon for me. It could be any time of the day or night for you watching. Anyway, my name's Ian, and this is my shed, and of course, you know you're welcome in here. Right, you've been following along. You know I picked up this hover mower. I plugged it in, and it didn't work. But that's not good enough for me. I want to know why it's not working. So come along with me while I take it bits. Hopefully I can fix it. If not, hopefully it's some copper wire if it's not Chinesium. Well, okay, I've spun it round, but I think I should recap at the steps I ought to be taking. Well, the first one is, I plugged it in, switched it on, nothing. So I've tested the fuse. The fuse is okay. The next thing should be, I should follow the lead all the way to the switch, and I should have a look at the switch to see if that's the problem. What I could do is use a device like this. You switch it on, and then you run it along your cable, and the end will light up and beep if there's power. And you get to there and there's no power, you know there's a break there. However, I ain't got any batteries, so I can't do that. As it's likely to be burned out and scrap, I'm skipping that step and going straight to the motor. So that's where I'm up to. Can't get this plastic cover off, so I reckon there's another screw holding it in behind there. There may not be. We've brushed some of the stuff off with my brush that set on fire yesterday, and I reckon we should just be able to lever this out. There we go. Oh, we've got something there. What have we got there? Oh, tennis ball, golf ball. Don't know. We'll poke at it with a screwdriver. It's an egg. It's a grass-filled egg. So I'm playing now, aren't I? I'm playing when I should be really fault finding. I would say, and I don't know if you can see it, might be able to do better angle. There's a plastic clip. So that plastic clip is the bit that's, I guess, is holding that in. And probably there's that much grass in here, the plastic clip can't go backwards. Ah, right. The dog can see the rabbit now. Right, as you can see, plastic clips all the way around the edge. So the top thing just clips in. So to get that out, you know, would be just brute force and ignorance, I think. So that's like that. See, brute force and a little bit of ignorance. Oh, there's some crack. Hey, right. that's that off. I'm running short of space. And is there any wonder that it's stopped working? Right. Well, that air filter's pretty well blocked. The rotor seems to be in a reasonable condition. The armatures don't appear to be burnt out. Don't appear to be burnt out on this side. So what surprises me is that it isn't a capacitor run motor. So your next step is plug it back in and see if we get power to here. And if we do, and it don't work, it's buggered. But we'll dig some of this out first. Look at that for a filter. Wow. And yeah, that one's not too bad. There's a lot of dust and stones in there. I'll clean up a bit. Well, to be safe, when I do plug it in and switch it on, and if it does lose connection and it fires up, I don't want this thing whizzing round on my bench. So, using that nifty tool, I'll take the blade off and the spacers, and I'll even take the that off. Right. I do have a hover mower anyway, so even if it don't work, I can use those spare parts. And if it doesn't work, I have at least now uncovered the torque screws to have a go at the motor. Right then, let me rig up some wiring. Okay, it's playing with electrics. It's not probably the bestest way to do it, but it will prove to me whether the power going direct to the motor makes it worthwhile or not. Sorry, can't talk and work at the same time. Well, we'll have quite a bit here because it's only thin cable and I want to double it up to get a good bite on the sorry, I'm doing this again, concentrating. Right, so what we do, so just pull that back, shove that in there, pull that back, shove that in there, close that. I'm not earthing it. These, so blue, neutral to blue, neutral. Now, probably, I can, it's pity I haven't got a spade. Take that off and put that through that tiny hole, and the same on the live side. So there we go, sketchy as anything, but we've got the live going to the live, the neutral going to the neutral. We ain't earthing it. All I've got to do now is the other end of that is plugged into the RCD socket. grass. Right, I don't know enough about electric motors to know why it's not working, but what I can do now is to just whip this over like that, get me torques, take those out. That's that. Yeah, come on baby. Right. And then it's just a matter of dismantling that lot, keeping what I want, certainly the cable. I'll probably keep the switch mechanism anyway, but let's clear this desk off. 4 screws hold the motor to this plastic. It's on a sliding slot system, so you can slide it that way and take the belt off, and then pull it back and take the pulley mechanism off. The belt is ripped and frayed. The motor's quite stiff to turn, but it doesn't matter because we're taking it bits. We're going to try and take it bits gently, because I do want to know if it's right buggered. Spring mechanism to hold the carbon brushes in. We'll lift them off and pull the carbon brushes out, which is on here as well. Pull that off. So there's one nice carbon brush. Same again, we'll take that off. Pull the carbon brushes out, which we'll keep because we do things like that. 2 screws to hold the body in. Oh, that come apart. I don't know. There she goes. That's the reason she don't work. I could have fixed this. Because focus. That's it, better. Focus. There we go. There we go. Finally. So if you can see, that one is burnt out. So I could have joined that to that one. Well, I could have, but I didn't. So there we go. The brass goes in the brass tub. So that's me in his shed. What do I get out of that? Well, I've got some useful spurs for my hover mower. I've got some wannabe copper, and I've got a rotor, which I know I can get that copper out of. It was fun. Oh, and a whole humongous pile of plastic. Right, I thought that was fun and entertaining for me. Don't know about for you. Okay, I'll see you all in the next one, which will be equally as vacuous. See you soon.